This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. You can hear me clearly? All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so the idea is that you are the creator of your reality. You are the cause in the matter of your life. What are you willing to do about it? What are you willing to do about it? That's the key here. What are you willing to do about it? So as I let people in the room really fast, let me just do that. Jasmine, I'll make you co-host. All right. Cool. So the idea is, what are you creating? Because whether you know it or not, you're doing it. Makes sense? How are we feeling today? Let me know. Let me know how we feel today. Put it in the chat. Let me see who we have in the room today. Let's see who we have in the room today. But let me know in the chat. Okay, how do you feel? King Saeed, we see you. What's going on? Okay. Miss Tanya Davis McNeil. All right. Amanda, what's happening, Amanda? How we feeling? How we feeling? Miss Denise Scott, what's going on? What's happening? Shalora's put the MVP trophy in the chat. You are the MVP. Miss Ashanti, that's right. Get that face care right. That's it's the only way. Okay. Let's go. Self-care. What's up, Aquan? You headed to work? What's going on? How we doing? Mr. Freggie, what's going on? Anthony Morales, Team No Sleep. Mr. Bruce is in the building. Shout out to Mr. Bruce. What's going on, Mr. Black? What else we have? Tonda Nunn. And look, if I didn't call out your name, it's just due to time constraints, but you know you are the best of the best, top of the top, cream of the crop. You don't need me to tell you that, but you know who you do need to tell you that, and that's you. And what are you telling yourself? So this past week, we were talking about just stepping into a new level of light. And last week, we're talking about development. And as we go, now we need to start talking about the true systems that is going to be the staples in your career or in your business that allows you to get to that next level. Okay. And we asked you before, we said, hey, what do you need in order to be successful? Okay, what's going on in your life right now that you want to quit? And we have some answers, we found some things, but what I want to do at this moment is I want to ask, are we present to anything? Is there anything that has been on your mind? I know we know God works in mysterious ways, but have you been allowing God to work on you? I know you've been saying, hey, look, I want to change my situation, but have you been changing you? What about you that is different now than it was before that's allowing you to carry out a new objective or complete a new or obtain a new accomplishment or just ultimately just change your life? So first is being aware of the thoughts that come up to you, because a lot of times we get these thoughts but we don't listen to them. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I think we opening the door a little bit. A lot of time we get these thoughts that tells us certain things but we don't listen to them. A discovery that I had, and I'll put this online too, is that we have trust issues. Put a one in the chat if you have trust issues. Put a one in the chat. I'm telling you, it's gonna be half the chat. I already know it's gonna be half the chat. I don't need to pre-screen it to know that, because the more you get to know about yourself, the more you get to know about everyone else. We are more alike than we are different. And one of the things is that we have trust issues because we don't trust ourselves. See, put a one in the chat. Actually, just put a two so I can differentiate. Put a two in the chat if you feel like, I would say like this. If you feel more like you have a fear of people being, shady to you or lying to you, like, let me know. Put a two in the chat if you feel that way. Like, I got a fear. I don't want people to lie to me. Like, I'm fearful of it. And I'm looking for the right words or just the best words to describe this, because um, I want to make it hit home. So the thing that I discovered is that we kind of like have trust issues because of ourselves. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if I'm mistaken, because this is just me thinking and me gathering evidence and then presenting some information to you. That's all this is. You never have to believe anything I say. You can fact check anything I do say, but I'm just bringing this to the point, right? And I think you lie to yourself more than anybody else lied to you. Uh-oh, I'm getting too personal. Am I being too personal right now? I think you lie to yourself more than anyone else lies to you. So therefore, you are feeling like you're in a habit already. So you're like, I don't want anybody else to lie to me. You ever talk bad about yourself, but then if somebody else said the same thing about you, you feel offended? Like, wait, I could say that about me, but you can't say that about me. Like, I can though. Tell me what you think about that. Tell me what you think, because we did mention that your life is happening based upon the way that you think things are. So, have you been struggling? And there's a reason, you know? Have you been succeeding? There's a reason. But I want to know if you have been discovering the thoughts that are on your mind, because that is where true discovery starts to happen. So, raise your virtue hand. Have you discovered anything about yourself? Have you noticed anything coming up that I didn't really pay attention to this, but now I'm seeing that I actually do this, and this may cause this result? All right, so we do have a hand. What's going on, Anthony?
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right. Grand Rising, everybody.
what's going
Yeah, man.
on?
Yeah, King, when you said that about lying to myself, it's like, damn. Me and Anna had just that conversation today because it's like, I'm working on rising up around 3:30, 4 in the morning to go to the gym and work on myself and meditate again. And then when I don't do it, it's like I feel bad. So I lie to myself. So I can't keep a commitment to myself. And then let's say I get out of work at time and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be there in 20 minutes, and then I'm like, let me stop at Starbucks get some coffee. I'm not keeping to my word, like so. It's like if I can't do those little things, and then in today's morning prayer, man, it was same thing. It was like I'm so quick to want to leave my job or to level up, but I'm still there because I'm not ready to level up. That's probably why I'm still there. So it's a lot of these little nuggets that are being dropped that, like y'all said, are you picking up what I'm putting down? And so I'm catching these things, and now I'm working a lot on my mindset. Like even like I don't even listen to like I love hip hop, but I don't even listen to that no more. Like I try to find like motivational stuff to work on because whatever I put in my mind is what is gonna grow. So yeah.
Yeah, because hip hop is not even hip hop anymore. That's just straight rap, and rap has turned into a trap. This is why most artists sing about the trap. And then you know what the trap is, right? Don't I know some of us think it's the abandoned buildings and we doing stuff with the wrist, but it's not the flick of the wrist. It's really about this. What you tune into, you turn into. So we have been tuned into things that's heartbreaking. We have been tuned into things that are out of order, or out of alignment. And I will recommend that if anybody is looking to transform their lives, the first thing you could change is your music, because that's what you're listening to. That's what's being permeated through your brain and through your psyche. So I would say for sure, eliminate your music that has the negative rap. Eliminate the movies that have, and that's pretty much your whole almost your whole catalog. I became a man that loved rom-coms because there's no violence. Yes, a movie with no violence. Come on, babe, let's watch this. Let's watch it. Okay, can you run it back again? So nice, I had to see it twice. You mean everybody lived? You mean nobody died? You mean there was love after all? Okay, I know I might be taking it to the extreme, but I'm being real and being transparent here. If you Yana, put Yana in the chat. All right. Anything else, Anthony, before we let you go? What else have you discovered about yourself? Or if that's it, that's it.
Loving myself better, like speak highly of myself, and I've been working on that. Speaking highly of myself every day.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Everybody send some love in the chat if you haven't already. Great work, Anthony. Just having awareness about who you are and what's going on in your life matters. So, that's something that we want to like really put an emphasis on and put a focus on. Anyone else? Because I'm not seeing hands up today. Is it because today's Friday? Do I have to get Jasmine up here to tell you don't fold? Jasmine, come on, come up here and let him know not to fold. When you're ready, Jasmine, come up here and speak the word. Give him a motivational smoothie, because I'm not seeing a participation where the participation should be today. Okay. Everybody here has discovered something about themselves. If you are in this moment, and we've went through 3 weeks of letting you know, you probably went through 5, 6 weeks, but of letting you know you are the MVP, the most valuable participant, you must show up even when you don't feel like showing up. That's just part of it. Like, I'm supposed to be on the road right now. I can't though. I have to be right here. So it is what it is. Like, let's, do the best that you could do though. So who's next? Let's bring the next person up. Oh, you got the study in the house? Okay, let me come to the study and study.
Good morning, family. So grateful to be with you all this morning. And I want to be transparent this morning because I know when I say what I'm about to say, it's going to help me because I know this path, I know this road. Some years ago, I was a trainer on my job, and I always told the staff to treat your desk or treat your assignment as if it was your own business. And just this week, I have to say God brought that back to my remembrance, because I know the enemy, Satan, Lucifer, does not bring anything back to us that's going to help us. And that came back to me this week because I don't feel that I'm being loyal to my position on my job. Kind of sort of like right now, I'm at work, but I'm on this call because I need to be on this call. But I'm not treating my job, my task, as if it were my own business. And what hit me this week was, if I can't be loyal or treat my job as if it's my own business, how am I going to treat my business? So that's where I was just a little stuck this week, kind of beating myself up. But I'm glad that came back to my remembrance, because now I know I need to step up my game. So this morning, I got up earlier and I got to work at 7:15 versus 8:30. Now I work remote, other than every other Wednesday I have to go to the office, but I work remote. So I'm at home. So my employer doesn't care if I sit here till 9 o'clock at night. They just want the work done, but I'm not going to give them that kind of time, because I want to give them the best 8 hours Monday through Friday that I could give them. Treat this position as if it is my own business, the words that I gave staff back in 2015, 2016. So that hit me this week. It brought it home to let me know I need to step up my game on that. That's already in my control, so that when I get to the business that I'm currently working on, I know what I'm capable of doing. And it also helped me realize to step up my game on my current business that I already have. So today, my word would be loyalty, dedication to whatever task it is that you're working on, whether it be personal or whatever it is. But be loyal to that, because that's going to help you get to the next level. And that's the words that I'm speaking to myself this morning. Thank you.
Put the in the chat. No, normally I don't tell them to put the in the chat unless it's me. But I got to let you get a little bit of the because that was good, right? So the reality of what you're saying, there's two parts to it too. Like, and everyone, I don't want this to fall by the wayside. I don't want this to go over your head either. Like, think about what she said. One, I want to clear up this. The reason why you're on this call is to help you at your job. So I don't want you to look at it as you sacrifice one or the other. You came to this call, and then through these calls and through this this experience, you now could see that, all right, I need to give a little more at the job. So just, remember that the things that are coming into your life is meant to be in your life, but you have to find a way to make it workable. And you did that. That's what a light bulb came in. You got up early, you did the work early so you could have your time to be able to go back to pour into yourself, so that way you can do the work you need to do at work. And the other part of it is, if you are not treating any job, any task that you do, like it's your own, then you're only hurting yourself because who's doing the task? You are. So within doing the task, there's a benefit that comes from it, and you get to receive the benefit. You don't do the task, you don't receive the benefit. But I want you to think about it in this way. Most people are just looking at how to get by throughout the day on at work. But let me know in the chat, everyone. What is the best hours for you to work? What's the best time for you to work? Like naturally, what is the best time for you to work? Where do you think that you will be able to give your best time? Put it in the chat. Some people said evening, some people said morning. Let me know. I want to get a consensus.
And sometimes for me, crew, it's not at this hour because it's like my focus is not totally there. I have to really kind of talk to myself, encourage myself, get my own self motivated to focus. And I'm going to say that part of my issue too is I've been in my profession for 28 years. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I'm much like, I think it was Takia or Nikita, something like that, that was on the call last week that spoke about how she was just tired with her job with the staff. She really was speaking me. I appreciate my job. However, I'm burnt out. I'm tired. So usually I don't kick in the gear until maybe 11 o'clock, noon. Then I can really start, focusing on this is what I have to do. And I mean, I know the game. I time block, I prepare my day, but I have one of those kind of jobs that the phone could ring, I could get an email or anything that could shift my entire plan for the day. And I'm just burnt out with that. But I'm gonna sit right here because I need these coins until I get to where I'm going. Okay.
So you must make good money because usually when you make good money, they let you know that they own you.
Yes,
So
yes,
you're probably getting paid, but
I'm getting paid.
you start to quickly realize that getting paid does not outweigh freedom. Okay,
Well,
freedom is going to trump everything.
crew for me right now, it's those medical benefits. They real good.
Yeah, them benefits, like sometimes that's how they get you. You want some of these benefits? All right, then
Exactly.
you better sit. If you want some of these benefits, you better sit. So that way you get these benefits. All right. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand. I want to say this to you all. I'm just making some mindset max out right now. If you don't have it, you should probably get some. That's why
Mhm.
some of you all burnt out in the AMs. Y'all see me and y'all see my brothers. We high energy all day, any day. Don't matter what time of the day, matter what time of the night. Why? Because we know how to feed and fuel our bodies. But most importantly is this. Your best hours, you're spent giving away to contemplation.
Mm.
I want you to understand this. Your best hours you are spent giving away to contemplation. Here's what I'm saying to you. Imagine if you charge up your computer. Imagine if you charge up your phone. What is the height of the performance after the charge? Like, is it 50 minutes later after the charge? Is it an hour later after the charge? When are you going to get the best performance from your device after the charge? I'm gonna go with you real quick, Ms. Nunn, and then I'll let you go off the screen. I don't want to hold you hostage up here. But
Okay.
that's the answer for everyone. But I'll let you go really fast. Would you answer that?
Sure. You say what is the part, best point of the charge after I've charged up
Yep.
my phone or my computer or whatever, when it says it's at 100%, when it's at full capacity of being charged.
Okay. So you mean to tell me that as a human, sleep is a thing that helps you charge, and then after you get finished with sleep and you wake up 8 hours later, that's your best time of the day? After you done thought about all of these things, after you done did a whole bunch of things, after so many impressions came into your mind, after you contemplated not going to work, after you already rolled into bed and said 5 more minutes, you mean to tell me that 8 hours later, 6 hours later, that's where your best is?
Sometimes sleep doesn't even give me the charge that I need
How,
because
how are
I'm
you?
waking up in the
uh,
in in the middle of the night or morning.
all right, hold on. Before we get to the nuance, like I want you to think about what you're saying, bro. Though, like sleep itself is designed to do that, but your type of sleep is not, right?
Okay.
I get that. But I want you to make sure you have a distinction. Don't discredit sleep like that. Because sleep, we need sleep,
It's
okay?
good. Yes, because I want to go back to sleep right now.
Right, right. Now you begging to come back to sleep. Sleep like no, they ain't coming back now. You disrespect it. But what I'm saying to you all is that we're missing the point because we're spending the majority of the time that we have to operate at our best capabilities. We're doing things that we don't really want to do. And then we
Mhm.
get off and then we do the things that we want to do. No wonder why you're not getting success. Uh-oh. Good job, first of all, Miss Nunn. Sending you some love. Good job.
You're
Great job
welcome.
today. That
Thank
was a
you.
good
Thank
adjustment.
you. Appreciate you all. Love you all.
Love you too, 100%. Before we bring up the next person, I just want you to all to think about what I just said. Okay, if you think that I'm just making this up randomly, then why of majority of jobs work you from 9 to 5? Why do the school system open up the doors at 8 a.m. and let you go at 3 p.m., let you go at 5? Just think about what happens to you and how you feel at 5 o'clock. In fact, think about what happens to you, how you feel at 3 o'clock. Almost everybody here at around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I'm quite sure you probably feel like what? Put it in the chat. Let's just see if we make sense real quick. Let's just see. Around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, how do you feel? What do you feel like doing? Watch this. Watch this. I want everybody to look in the chat. I want everybody to see in the chat. Do you all live together? Do you all operate on the same wake up schedule and sleep schedule? No. But for some reason, you kind of want to do the siesta, right? For some reason, you kind of want to have a rendezvous with the sheets. For some reason, there's a reason why you work 9 to 5 because at 5 you're useless. But they just hold you a little bit longer at 5. Let's give them some more work to do. You're useless. At 5, you are useless. There's no point to keep you. Like, let you go home. But where do they have you at? From 9 to 5 at your peak hours. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, pick it up. All right, let's go to the next person. I don't think I should stay on that topic too long. I think we're kind of getting that and understanding that your best hours are spent contemplating. What's going on, King? Somebody said they're a recovering napper. Oh man. Oh man, we got to help you out. Yes, we can hear you, King.
Okay, yeah. What I noticed about myself, man, is that, and I'm pretty sure others feel this way. If they're not, I may be sharing something with them. But we think too. I think too smallly of myself, and not even on a like intentionally. But what I've gathered through that is that I started to pay attention to the people that I attract and the people that I have attracted. And like I'm able to attract like some real big players, like real big people in the circles that I'm in the industry. I'm in the cars. I don't know if y'all know that, but in a lot of the classic and custom stuff, these guys are spending like real big money over in this area. I'm not at the point where I can do that right now, but something about me draws them to the table. I had a guy last night that I talked to. He probably spent the last couple months over $300,000 or $400,000 on some old school cars at the end of the day. I have a car that he may be interested in, so I saw him and I kind of mentioned it to him. We don't know each other, just from the circle that we in, but we don't know each other personally. He called me at 7:30 this morning, looking to see this car, and my thing was, okay, I have something of value, and I have a skill set that I really need to tap more into because I am attracting people in places where I want to be, but I hadn't made it there myself. So in that, I'm saying I know that I'm placing a limitation on myself because it's happening around me, and I'm in the circle, but I haven't graduated to that point, and I know it all has to do with my mind. It all has to do with my mind. So I'm paying closer attention to the attraction now. I'm paying closer attention to the people that are around, positive and negative, so I can be in more control of feeding out that part of myself so I can settle on the best part of everything that's around. So I'm cognizant of the fact of it's me.
Okay, I love it. I absolutely love the take. I think people can relate to that. Let me ask you a couple questions really fast. If you hang around 5 broke people, you become?
Come on, man. Broke.
If you hang around 6 rich people, you become.
Come on, Rich.
So what they say, the birds of a feather flock together.
Come on, man.
You know, if they a little loose, their friends a little loose too. Then probably right. Understand it. So
Absolutely.
so let's make it. Let's make sure we here now. So
Yes, sir.
if you are amongst the A players, then you are.
Come on, A player.
So you're 100% right when you say that it's your mindset, because you don't think that you're an A player, because you perceive from what you think that you should have based upon what you see other people have that you think are A players. So you don't recognize that you're an A player, but life is what? Life is a mirror, right? So when you have
Absolutely.
these people who are around you who mirror you, and they're saying, this brother, come on. Yeah, bro, you top of the top. And you're like, nah, man, I'm not top of the top, man. I'm kind of the top, but I'm not though. They see the best in you, but you got to see the best in you. This is why when I say to everybody, it doesn't matter that I come up here and say that you're the best of the best, top of the top. You have to say that. You have to believe it. You have to feel it. Everything you going through. Hold up, can I take us to church really fast? Can I take us to the mosque for the moguls?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Can I take us to the Kingdom Hall for the kings and queens?
Thank you.
Can I take us to the temple for the triumphant? You have battled and battled and battled. Listen, people have tried to pull you down. People have tried to sabotage your name. People have tried to lie on you and tell you and belittle you and say and give you an identity. Guess what? Today is not the day. Everybody put in the chat, today is not the day. Everybody put, today is not the day. I am sorry. You serve an abundant God, then you are abundant. I am sorry. Aquan, today is not the day. Today is not the day for negative self-talk. Today is not the day to see yourself as little. Today is not the day to think that you can't. Today is not that day. Today is a good day for a great day.
Come on, man.
Every person that has told you that you weren't going to be who you wanted to be, every person who denied you the right to live in your true experience, everybody who made you second guess your biggest ideas, I'm telling you right now, they don't matter right now.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you right now, you are the best of the best. I'm telling you right now, because there's something in you. You would not be here on this call if you weren't. I don't have to know your history to understand your energy. Cutting here and still on a call, allowing your clients to get some information. Say, hey, look, listen, I'm on this call. Calling up people, seeing that they are in position, getting people access to funds to help grow their businesses. Taking a leap of faith on yourself, being committed, being patient. I want you to know right now, I'm standing up and I'm clapping it up for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody else that's on this call, I'm standing up and I'm clapping it up for you. People are going to tell you that you're not. I'm telling you that you are. You are that person. You are him. You are her. And I want you to respond to it. What's going on through your mind right now, King?
Talking to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I already know. I already know what it is. And right now in my mind, I know that it's me, and I know that the move that I need to make to get into that position, I'm already in motion to do it. So my mind is, it stops. It stops today. It's done. I'm done with it.
Absolutely. So you are there already, right? You are there
Yeah.
already. That's why they're
Yes,
working
sir.
with you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm
All right.
wait, I'm not at the beginning stage of understanding this. I'm over the hill on it. I'm going downhill right now. So
Let's get it. Let's get it. Everybody send some love in the chat if you haven't already. Great job, Aquan. Next person. And he was being honest too, right? Like he was being honest. A lot of us feel like we're not there yet. A lot of us feel like that. And I'm gonna let you know, and I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. That's never going to change. Every time you get to the next level, you're going to feel the same way about that level. And then you just use the same psychology and say, you know what? I made it to this level. Let me get to another one. All right, Miss Dudley, what's going on?
Wow, I didn't know I still have my hand. It's breakfast time for the little one.
All right, go ahead. Take care of the little ones. We'll circle back, and if you are available at that time, we will call you up. If not, we get you on the next call. All right, cool.
Hello?
Oh yeah.
I said I don't really know even what to say. It's been really crazy lately. Because I do get hyper focused. I kind of been tuning everything out. I've even noticed, like, yeah, I come to the accountability calls, but I've been just kind of straightforward. And then even I'm missing some of the classes just to hang out with my family, because sometimes I do feel like I've abandoned them because I'm so focused on myself. So there's a lot of guilt there. Um, so I'm trying to figure out how. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to balance not feeling like I'm doing something wrong by focusing on myself. So that's where I'm at right now. I
Okay.
know I'm going hard, but it's hard for me to focus on myself.
Uh, I'm gonna send you a lot of love because that's a real thing that I know you are experiencing, and it's not easy at all. I can hear the emotion, and it's a guilt trip, and you probably fell a little bit. You fell for it. It's a guilt trip, and I want you to think about it this way. This is what's gonna help everybody out. A lot of times, what we do is this. A lot of times we overindulge in things. Sometimes we overindulge. Indulge. So what you would do is you would work, and then I gotta go hang out with the family. And then you would hang out with the family. I miss class. And now you're ping-ponging yourself back and forth, and you never truly get that satisfaction of understanding that you're growing. You feel like you're behind. And this may not be exactly you, but I know that this is where you're in this realm. And this is why time blocking will be your best friend. 4 hours dedicated to my work, 4 hours dedicated to my family, and the remaining hours, whatever it is that I do. So if you are 9 to 5, you spend your 8 hours at work, cool. You got the next 3 hours you spend on your work or with your family rather, because most of us have small children, so we got to take care of children and get them fed and get them to bed, and then the remaining 3 hours is on you. You have to realize that that's the best that is going to get if the situation stays the same. Other than the fact that you would have to move something. Something will have to be moved. Now, if you're in this case where you're moving out the business part, but then you keep in the family and then you have the job, you have to be okay with the results you got. But this is why we say be happy, because there's no point to put yourself in a guilt trip. So now you done served everybody, and you got the family, you did things for the job, you smiled on that one, you did things for the children, you smiled on that one, and then you got 2 hours left to yourself crying. Does that even make sense? Did that even equate to your happiness? As you gave everybody happiness, and when it came to you, you're crying in your time for yourself? I think
No.
something needs to be reworked, right? So we can't do it in one short call, but segment intending is going to be the answer for everyone in this particular situation. Segment intending. You must do it. And you must block out this space. It's going to be a lot harder for people with toddlers or with babies, because you can't truly block out so much time based upon their way of living. But you could just work around it. And that's going to be the thing. It's either you work around it and you get through it, or you just let it sit and pile up. That's it. That's just two options. All right. So for you, I'm proud of you because you're still making way. But don't set yourself back by skipping class just to hang out with the family when class is an hour. When you could just schedule that hour and go, hey, look, I'm working on myself this hour so I could be a better person for you all for this hour. So would you love to just allow me to have that time so I can be a better person? And then it could work out depending on who's in your family and who's in your household. But communication is going to be the biggest thing. And the first person you communicate is yourself with how you feel. Okay.
Okay. That sounds like a good
You
plan.
want to you want to respond to it?
Can you
You
hear
want to
me?
respond to what I just said? Yeah, they can hear you.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good plan. And I know I've always not had a hard time speaking up, but when it comes to speaking up for what I need, it has been an issue. So I just need to work on, actively time blocking and planning, and then saying ahead of time, like, I need this time to do this and that and the other, and make sure everyone's clear. Even put the do not disturb on my phone, or, something like that. So that way I don't feel guilty that I'm neglecting, because I go too hard and I'm like doing like a 7, 8 hour day, and then, kind of blocking everybody out. So I think I need to shorten it up and do exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Segment it.
So I want to say this and just make sure this is very clear for everyone. That's why it's important to segment in 10, right? Because if you don't, you're going to overdo it. You're going to spend 8 hours doing one thing, and then, naturally you're going to feel guilty, and then you're going to overcompensate, and then you lose momentum. So the way to keep your momentum, maybe 3 hours here, 2 hours here, whatever, but at least you're making progress each day with true focus and intention. That's going to be paramount. So good job, though. Good job, because you're being honest about where you are. If I'm you, and if I'm everybody, no problem. If I'm everybody on this call, go do the development challenges inside of Love Plus, because that's what is going to give you that reassurance on how to create your life and allow yourself to develop into that person you truly want to be. Most of you are probably not using it, and you're experiencing similar things, but once you start using those challenges, it will guide you and it will help you. Send some love to Shaloris in the chat if you haven't already. We got 2 more hands, and then we're gonna, call it a wrap. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Michael, how you doing? So
Doing well. How you feeling, Miss Rebecca?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm here. I'm ready. So I pretty much follow exactly what Cloris just said. I feel like that's one of my big issues. I need to definitely, I realized that I need to get better with scheduling. So when I was going hard about 20 years ago in school and all that stuff, I was like, there was no time. It was just constant, constant, constant work, school, kids, work, school, kids, work, school, kids. And because of that, I didn't want to do that again with my youngest kid, because my 2 oldest are adults. And now I have my youngest kid trying to build these 2 businesses. And I feel like that's the main thing, because being able to live all the stuff that I missed out on their lives now with my youngest is the hardest part for me, to just, I guess, get on a schedule that works for me. So that's really the hard, I guess I would say that's the hard thing for me, but I realized that I really need to get on a better schedule, because like you said, that makes perfect sense of like the 9 to 5 and stuff. I've just never been like a morning or day person. I've always worked night shift. I do better at night. I'm an overnighter. I've always been that way. I feel like I get my best work done at that time. I don't sleep very much. But like I said, I think the schedule is it. I mean, I'm producing a lot of stuff, right? I'm making waves, I'm making headway, but I feel like there could be so much more, but it's taken that time away from my kids or my youngest kid. And then like somebody put in the chat, it's the mom guilt. And I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So that's where I'm at right now. Even though I'm making headway, I don't feel like it's enough for me, which is the issue.
Okay. This is important right here. This is important. If you don't segment in 10, if you don't separate the 2, you will fail. Like there's no bottom line to it. You will see most businesses do not succeed past 5 years, 10 years. There's a reason for that, because it's operated by a person. The person has problems and other things that come up. And one of the things I want us to be aware of is this: you can't spend all of your time in one area. You must segment in 10 regardless. So you might as well do it with intention. You might as well do it that works out in your benefit by being able to do 3 hours, 2 hours here, 2 hours, 3 hours here. And
Mhm.
there's a rule, 80-20 rule. How many of us are familiar with that rule? Put it in the chat if you're familiar with it. So 80% of your work is going to get done by 20% of your efforts. So a lot of time we think that we need 8 hours, 5 hours. We don't. We just need to focus on the biggest thing that moves the needle. But we're trained to be against what's for us and for what's against us. So we
Mhm.
typically focus more on minimum wage activities. So we typically focus on penny pension. We typically focus on, I don't want to hire somebody to do this because I don't got the money, but you do have the money. But I don't have the money to get this done. I'd rather learn to do it myself. That's the harder way. We're trained to take the hardest route because we think the hardest route is the most honorable route, when in reality, it's just the hardest route. That's it. We overcomplicate things and we need to simplify it. The way to simplify things is to do an assessment. Assess, assign, align. We must assess our lives, see what's workable, see what's non-workable, get rid of the non-workable, expand upon what is workable. Give yourself that assignment, keep that assignment by staying in alignment with it, and you will see results. Even if you worked out only 20 minutes a day every day, you will still look way better than you would if you never worked out. And you say, yeah, 20 minutes won't really get it done. I'd rather just not work out and eat the donuts. Even if you don't eat the donuts and just don't work out and just sit in your chair like I was doing, it's not gonna help you. But when you actually are committed to a process and you build what we call momentum, you get pushed towards your goal no matter what. If I just did 20 minutes of push-ups every day, what do you think would happen, Rebecca?
Eventually gonna have some muscles.
That's right. So the same thing works for you. If you just
Yep.
do 2 hours a day, just but 2 hours of true focus, not 2 hours of scrolling Instagram, 2 hours of getting on YouTube, 2 hours, no, 2 hours of dedicated focus on this thing. And then now you got the rest of your, 22 hours to do whatever else you want to do? Is that too much to
Mhm.
ask?
No, I think that's my thing now. I either go too hard on one or the other. So like if I'm working, I'll just work, and then like my youngest will do what, hang out with his friends, do that type of stuff. And then by the end of the night, I'm like, damn, I did all this work and I didn't even hang out with him, and now he's going to his dad's tonight. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. So I'm definitely working on it though, and being able to get other people out of my life, like from the breakthrough I had with you on one of our accountability calls before, that has actually helped me a lot too, because I wind up getting myself a whole new phone, and I only gave the phone number to 4 main people, and the rest don't have it. They have my old phone number, and I don't even carry that phone around much anymore. So I'm making headway. It's just taking me some time. So just appreciate all these calls and accountability for sure.
Okay, I love it, love it. Just don't forget to put leadership in front of that. Leadership and accountability, because a lot of times when we just say accountability, we think that we're just reviewing things, or we think, oh yeah, I'm staying in accordance with it. No, we need to lead and be pioneers and be the trailblazers and set the tempo and set the stage. So don't forget that part. Right. So I love what you're doing, Rebecca, because you are taking practical action, not just action. It's practical. It's stuff that you could do again and repeat, rinse and repeat. So good job on that. Everyone, if you haven't already, seen some love in the chat. I think you got some Yanas in the chat because people can relate to you for sure. Great job, Rebecca. It's good to hear from you. We want to continue to hear more from you. Um, one more person, right? Okay, Valencia. That's Valencia. In order to bring you up, you have to have your camera on. We can't bring you up. That's what I think. That's what's happening right now. Can't bring you up without your camera.
Good
There she
morning.
goes. Uh-oh,
Good
there she
morning.
goes. She
I'm so
back. What's going
sorry.
on?
Good morning. I'm sorry. I'll be getting my children ready for school at this time. So I don't know what goes on, the person, like, them being dressed, getting dressed. Um, so, okay. What's the exact question again? Because it kind of,
So,
what have I taken accountability for? I believe.
I mean, no, but you could answer that, but no, but it's more of what are you present to about yourself? Like, what have you been learning about yourself lately?
Consistency. So what I have learned about myself is that I have been successful, but I could have been more successful by being more consistent with my time. And what I mean by that is I start things, I'll be going really well. I could go really well on marketing, and then I just stop. So what I've noticed within this time of being with you guys is that I have been more consistent, and I do see the change within myself by being consistent on whether it's working, marketing, time blocking, just being focused. And I have let normally I would feel like, oh, let me just answer the phone. They may need me. But since I have been dedicating my time to myself and strictly my business, those that call and check in, or they might stop at my store, my salon, they may come see me or whatever they're gonna do. But as far as people who I'm not talking to, they might have taken it a little personal or whatever the case might be. I just noticed that since I have blocked out things are removing themselves, and the things that's dedicated for me has been dedicated from last Monday all the way up until today. My life has been on skyrocket. Every day something great has happened. My stations are being rented. I rented my last studio. I have 3 studios for rent in my salon. The last one just got rented, and I literally just prayed, and I noticed that instead of just saying, hey, God, can you help me? When I actually said, God, help me rent these studios, help me be focused, just blow my mind. And that has happened. So I noticed that by me being consistent, showing up every day, and by me blocking out things that's not in my way, it has changed for me. And just being consistent and showing up every day, giving my best every day. On tired days, I get an energy drink. It's called Celsius. Y'all can try it. You're gonna be bouncing off the wall. But yes, that's what I have noticed about myself. And I have seen a major distance from last Monday even to today. Even when I fall short, just I could tell people just aim for the sky. Even if you fall short, you'll land on the stars. But that's what I can say. Just showing up as my best self. And I recommend people to just give 100%, invest 100% into yourself. I know that you guys are working. I can give you guys a quick little thing. I was a community health case worker, and I did choose to quit my job to invest 100% on myself. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a small period of time to live how you want to live the rest of your life. So, um, sometimes that don't work for everybody, but I can say that that did work for me. But invest 100% in yourself. I wake up at 5 a.m. When I can't sleep at night, I use that as God telling me it's time to get up and do something. So yeah, pretty much consistency and showing up has worked for me.
All right, there we go. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I tuned you out once you said Celsius. Once you said go get the Celsius. Look, I told y'all about the Celsius. Mindset max out. If you if you want to
I'm
max out, you
sorry.
get mindset max out. Don't come up here preaching about Celsius. All right. I tuned you out
Whatever.
once you said
Okay,
that. It's over for you.
I get the children ready for school. So sometimes I have been missing the calls. So what can you tell me what is it? I'll get it.
Somebody put the link in the chat, man. Somebody put the link in the chat. When you talk
Please.
about focus power, when you talk about peak performance, when you talk about creativity and focus, like mindset max out is where it's at. Okay. I
Okay, well,
use
I'm
this.
gonna
My
get it.
brothers use
I'm gonna
this.
get it. You're gonna see me today purchasing it because I need it.
Right. The 5 ingredients in this one, that is a peak mind punch, right? And the idea for you is to allow yourself to be in your present moment at your highest level. So it doesn't give you any crash, and it doesn't cause you to feel bloated or anything. In fact, this actually lowers your blood pressure in a lot of ways. So go ahead and look at that. Somebody put the link in the chat. This is an
Yes,
opportunity for
I'm gonna order it
K.
because I've been needing it. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you leave me, but I honestly, my kids have to be at school at 8:45. I'm on Chicago time, so literally when it start, I'm literally getting kids up, out, all of those things. So I'm sorry I missed that.
Nah, you good, you good. Like I always tell y'all, don't feel like there's any wrong thing, right? Like think about it. How good was that of a moment for me to talk about mindset max out? I was just making fun of you because you talk about Celsius. I saw an opportunity. So I want you all to pick up what I'm doing. That wasn't a down at all. That was an up. Like
Oh,
that was
okay,
an
okay.
opportunity for me to say, all right, now I got this product. And now open your mind to that product. But there's other people in the chat that has had this product and they have reordered this product and it works. This is not about a trick. This is not about getting you to buy into anything. Our goal and what we do is for humanity. Like, we want to find out ways to make us be more efficient, more effective. That's the whole point, right? Become more effective in less time. So with the Celsius, it was just a good opportunity to speak about that because it doesn't give you the crash, doesn't give you any of that stuff, doesn't bloat you, not high in calories. So, cool. But look in the chat. Kana put it in the chat. Kana will not miss a chance to get an affiliate. So Kana got all links, all right? And this also has an affiliate to it. So if you want to do what we would call affiliate marketing on your social media, as far as like social media influencing, you can sell this too and get paid. So just remember, everything we present to you, you can make money off of. Okay?
Oh, no worries. I'm gonna sign on up today when I buy it there. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
You mess around and have this inside your shop. Now you're
Yes, I
making
have a full
whatever.
beauty supply, so I definitely will sell it and make sure it's more, baby. I'll sell water to a fish.
Right. That's it. Good job. Everybody send some love in the chat. Last person. No more hands after this, because usually we say last person, and for some reason it makes more people want to raise their hand. I think we should start like that. I think we should start out the call like that. Last person. I mean, it's 8:25, and I think more people raise their hand. What's up, Shamil?
Hey, got a question for the max out because I got it. Are you gonna come out with some more flavors?
I just came out with some more flavors. We got the Grandberry Grape. We got the Locked In Lemonade. Like, yeah, we got some good flavors
Okay,
right
so
now.
I'm gonna have to go. Okay, because I got the first one. The first one y'all was testing and drop. Okay, so let me go plug in and get some more. Okay, thanks.
So when you see me drinking the purple stuff, that's the Grandberry Grape right there. That's the Grandberry Grape.
Hey, go on and drop a mango.
Oh, you want a mango? I have to look into
Yes.
how we could do that.
Okay.
I might do a mango.
All right.
For sure. Everyone sends some love in the chat. All right. So yeah, if anybody wants to get Mindset Max out, go ahead and get that. Once again, when you do purchase, what ends up happening too is when you're spending your money with us, we basically give you money back. So you get these reward points where you can use that to purchase your resources or to book one-on-one calls, or in some cases, you could probably win a trip for two, a cruise for two. Sometimes in some cases you win a dinner for two. All of the rules are on theloveplus.com. All of the rules are inside of your what we call it, transformation portal. So you can definitely check out that and then be able to get some more information, so that way you can be serviced. The affiliate link, all you need to do is go to loveplus.com/assets. Jasmine, could you put this in the chat? loveplus.com/assets. Scroll down just briefly. You click become an affiliate. You sign up as an affiliate. You can sell pretty much almost anything on that product store, and you can get paid for it. The only thing that you can't get paid for right now is the cosmetic face creams and the soap. You can't get paid off that just yet. Okay, but everything else is pretty much good, and you don't get paid for anything you sell to yourself. But if you use your crew coins, you can get discounts. So if you purchase something from that store, you automatically get crew coins, and then you can use those crew coins to get the discounts. Cool. So at this time, it is 9:26. We're getting ready to close up. For everyone who will be in New York City, hooray to you. That's going to be an amazing time. Looking forward to seeing all of your pretty faces. And if you're a gentleman, you have a handsome face. But I'm looking forward to seeing all of you, okay? If that's it. We don't have Sunshine to do final thoughts. So maybe I'll impersonate Sunshine and come up here and do final thoughts for you all. Okay, so the king said today that he started out with everybody come off of mute, snap it up and clap it up for yourselves. You are the best of the best, the top of the top, the cream of the crop.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Enjoy the
Great day, everybody.
New York.
Top of the top,
Hey,
cream of the crop.
everybody.
Great day, great weekend.
Y'all
Have an amazing night. You have a
Great.
Focus, like, let's go.
right? Yes.
Let's
go.
Let's
go.
Let's go. Let's have an amazing day. Let's have an amazing day. For real.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is
That's beautiful.
Enjoy.
So much talent in our group.
Enjoy.
On
Happy
full,
Friday,
don't fold. Let's get
everybody.
it.
Happy
Gotta
Friday.
watch
On
YouTube.
full,
Happy
let's get
Friday.
it.
Yes,
Yes.
Happy Friday.
That's me. Have a great day.
Let's
Have a
get
good
it.
one,
On
all.
full, don't fold. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Real quick, somebody said that the link doesn't give them flavors. I think, hold on really fast. Hold on.
That was me. It didn't. It only let me choose one.
You have to actually, you know what, this is what I'll do. Let me share my screen with you all really fast. We got 2 minutes. I can share that really fast. Loveplus.com/assets. That's where you will find the actual flavor list. So let me show you really fast. Share my screen. So you go to loveplus.com/assets, and then you'll be able to see the different flavors. So let's go. If you can see my screen, let me know in the chat if you can see my screen. Okay, loveplus.com/assets. This is like the back page way to get there. You can go to resources, like you can go to my resources and you can go that way. But if you just want a quick way, just loveplus.com/assets. If you want to become an affiliate, you click earn by becoming an affiliate, and then you'll be rerouted to this page. Once you see this page, you can just join, sign up. It tells you how it works, tells you how to advertise, it tells you how to earn. Everything is simply put for you. Literally everything we do is to guide you to success. So don't overthink it. Just follow the game plan. If you want to create your own community here as well, once again, we do offer white label PRL items. So that way you can go ahead and be the best of the best. In this case right here, we got the Mindset Max Out No Excuse Juice. This is that Grindberry Grape. So this is the No Excuse Juice, the Grindberry Grape. This is the maxed out, Mindset Max Out Locked In Lemonade. And that's the Power Potion, right? So Power Potion, Locked In Lemonade. Those are the other flavors. We do have energy strips. And this soap right here, oh my gosh. If you like lemongrass and sage, yeah, if you want somebody to be in your face all day, use that. And here's the original, the Mindset Max Out Mindset Shift, which is the Peak Mind Punch. Once again, all of these assets are for you. You have crew coins, so you can go ahead and use your crew coins. If you have a funding business, credit business, you can go ahead and use this as PRL devices, and you can sell them without having to recreate this. Only thing you probably want to do is just change the cover, make it your own. But other than that, you can help people remove inquiries, get funding, and all of these good stuff, right? So hopefully that's clear. And once again, you can get paid from pretty much all of this stuff. And if you're looking to build a community, this is what you want to look at. So my flagship course for the community is Lead the Room. And all of these books right here are separate parts of this. So it depends on how far you are with your community. You might only need a few things. And most of us want to get paid to be ourselves. So that's it right there. Okay. Hopefully that clears everything up. Yeah, I think that clears everything. Real quick, I think the development one is right here. Yeah, Lead the Room. This does cost. This does cost. But for whoever who wants this but wanted at a discounted rate, all you got to do is just let me know. I'll send you a discount code so that way you can unlock this at a discounted rate. All right. Cool. Hopefully that cleared up everything. If you have any further questions, you know where to message me at. Message me on Telegram or message me with the Love Plus. Cool. All right, team. I'll see y'all later. Peace, love, and beautiful energy.